fish. One of them is very charismatic. He's right here. It's called a long-nosed hawkfish. He is already one of the best eaters in the tank. That kind of dark purple one that's back there is another new one. It's called a coral beauty angelfish. And our third one, right in front of the glass, you can see just his head poking out. It's called a bicolor blenny, and he likes to hide in little nooks and crannies. I don't know if you can even really see him.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, there he is. These are our newest additions. They've been in here for about a month. They are getting a special type of chum that has basically everything in the ocean thrown in a blender. It's got clams, mussels, octopus, squid, fish eggs, a bunch of different types of algae. Most of these fish are omnivorous, so they need plants and animals. Other fish eggs, stuff like that. It's very gross, but they love it. And when we feed, is like during feeding time, I turn off the little fans that create the current. Everything in the ocean basically needs a current in their water to stay healthy. But I turn it off when we feed just so that the food doesn't scatter everywhere. And turning off that current is kind of like ringing the dinner bell for not only the fish, but also our cleanup crew, like our big shrimp here. Big shrimp, and then we've also got some sea stars that are probably gonna come out in a minute. And they come out, they get just as excited as the fish because they're our bottom feeders. So basically everything that the fish don't catch, everything that sinks to the ground, they are going to pick up and eat. Switchy sides and puts them over here. Every once in a while you'll just see his whiskers. But when I put food in here, he always comes out and says hi.
What's this doing? It looked like something was coming out of that.
With the spikes?
Yeah.
That is a diadema sea urchin. And you said something was coming out of it?
Yeah, out of that kind of orange. There it goes.
That is it pooping.
It's pooping.
Yes. It is also excited about the feeding frenzy and it is making some space. So sea urchins' bodies are a very simple design. It's basically a ball with spikes on the top to keep it safe, and on the bottom, so the part that is attaching it to the rock, that's the bottom of the urchin basically, and that's where the mouth is. It has a circular mouth with 5 sharp teeth, and it basically just walks around with its mouth on the ground all day, just chewing on whatever it finds. And if the mouth's on the bottom, the top of it is the other end. So that's where it poops. And most of the time what it's pooping out is actually little bits of sand and rock that it just took in and realized it wasn't really food. Oh, we had one glimpse. Oh, that's our one female pajama cardinalfish back there. Only comes out, she spends most of her time hiding up under those green corals where she's retreating to now. She's the one female, and she spends most of her time kind of hiding while the males swim around. And this one's a male, so are the 3 over there. And you can tell because the male, its top fin, it has that almost like a long string coming off it.
Oh, I see.
The female doesn't have that. That one's got a really long one too.
Oh.
It is technically a snail, so it has a shell, but its shell is kind of small and flat, and it's like the fleshy part of its body actually comes out from the shell and wraps around half of the shell, which seems kind of counterintuitive.